It's not the gun, it's the people behind the gun.
29 people killed in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio.
Folks always want to make it about guns quite quickly.
That's like blaming a fork for making me fat, right?
It's not easy enough just to blame the weapon, blame the instrument. Right. In this case, humans are pulling the trigger, and how do you address that?
There is a type, is there not?
He was deranged, he was evil.
These monsters that did this based upon evil.
Deranged and evil.
This is a problem in this country where people do evil things, right?
These individuals are crazy.
It's many factors that go into these shootings, many factors.
We have to stop saying white supremacy, rhetoric, guns, because there's so many elements that go into this.
What about video games? So many of these school shooters and others have been sort of raised on a diet of violent video games. A video game industry that teaches young people to kill.
He probably logs 6 to 8 hours a day playing one of those, Fortnite or one of those video games where you're doing nothing but dehumanizing people by blowing their heads off.
These video games to dehumanize individuals, to have a game of shooting individuals and others.
He wanted to be a super soldier for his Call of Duty game.
When you see it through a screen and you don't relate to it in person, it makes it seem like it's more accessible.
How long are we going to let, for example, and ignore at the federal level particularly, where they can do something about the video game industry?
People have had guns in the United States for hundreds of years since our founding. What is going on in the culture?
But when you think about the breakdown of families, when you think about video games, when you think about our culture, when you think about
social media,
ripping God and purpose out of people's lives, social media.
We need to take charge of the kids at home at night. How long are they on the internet? What are they saying?
Is it this disconnect? Is it the breakdown of our family? Does it have something to do with entertainment choices?
What did the family know? What do we know about his background? Why was that not caught?
We no longer salute our flag, or we throw water on law enforcement.
And he praised Satan.
Yeah. The mall and the Walmart where the shooting happened in Texas were gun-free zones where guns were banned.
As long as we continue to only praise God and look at God on a Sunday morning and kick him out of the town square in our schools the other 6 days of the week, what do we expect?
The president is right that social media is stoking the flames of this, the anger in social media, the aggression in social media, the depersonalization, the dissociation. Your political enemy is not a person. Anything to destroy them.
It could be the video games. It could be just not maybe. I believe you grow up in parenting. Grow up. You go to church on Sundays. That teaches you, to have fear of God and to have good morals. I mean, there's so many different factors you don't know. I mean, maybe a child's born with, something mental illness.
Yep.
Every country in the world has video games and people with mental illness. Yet no country kills its own citizens with guns more than the United States.
He had them outgunned, outnumbered. I don't know why anyone would need a 100-round magazine in the civilian population.